Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Welcome to another episode all about Chivas. Chivas obviously doing their preseason right now, on a really good run of form right now as well. Already into the Copa por Mexico final against Cruz Azul. They beat Club America earlier today, which is quite funny. Um, so yeah, it's going to be a final in on Saturday morning my time, Friday night local time. So I'm definitely keen for that. I'm off Saturday, so I'm going to watch that. It's going to be great. But today they played Atlas in the Classico Tapatio. Bit of a throwaway game, I guess. Obviously, it didn't really mean anything. We're already in the final, because I'm assuming it's because we've won as much games as we needed to. So this was very much a practice game, really. Although it's not really a practice game because it's against Atlas, there's never any simple games against them. And so the new coach, Paunovic, decides that he's going to field an extremely young starting 11. I believe 8 of the first 11 was actually from the youth system, which is great. Players like Puente, Bouquet, the goalkeeper Rangel as well. Tala, the new Tala. So yeah, they all did really well in this game. Obviously, Chivas ended up winning 1-0 thanks to a 39-minute goal by Lalo Torres, which was a really good goal. Actually, it was kind of pinged around a little bit, but I think Mozo was the one that got the assist, which is good. Yeah, it was a really good goal, to be honest with you. And I thought Puente did go off injured in the second half, but I think he played really well. I think all the youngsters really did really well. I think Calderon, Mozo and Briseño as well, they all came on and did a really good job as well. But most of this was just basically um, blatantly just to see how the young teams were doing, how young players were doing, and maybe I think he's probably working out whether some can be involved in the season coming up, or whether some should maybe go on loan or things, something like that. Because Saldivar's gone to San Luis. We just got the new striker Daniel Rios in, but obviously Parente, I think, is going to be in contention. I would imagine is impressed in this game. Came close a couple of times himself. Bouquet had a really good game. I think he's going to be the one that could feature quite heavily in this season. But the goalkeeper for me, Rangel, well, I think it's Rangel, stole the show. I mean, if it wasn't for him, Chivas probably would have lost this game. Outstanding performance. He got a little bit of an injury scare in the second half, but he seems to have run it off. But outstanding game from him. Really good, to the point where a lot of people were saying, well, maybe he should be starting instead of Jimenez. I don't think that's going to happen. I imagine now that Jimenez is going to be the number one with Rangel very much in contention, because I really don't think we're going to buy a goalkeeper now. I wanted us to before this game, but hell, I'm happy with Rangel being an involved deputy for Jimenez. I hope he gets game time if he stays, doesn't get loaned out. Because he really did have a really good game, and Atlas really tested him as well. They weren't just easy saves. It wasn't just a practice game, like I said. Atlas really did not want to lose this game, and we didn't either. And our goalkeeper kept us in this game and kept us lead, and very much deserving of the clean sheet. Um, so yeah, the good times are still going at the Chivas right now. Obviously, we could lose against Cruz Azul in the final, but it is what it is. But for me, like I tweeted out, like there's been a definite, clear and obvious upwards, like change in fortune. Like it's very much a positive turn now, and I think that's undeniable now. Something's happening in Chivas right now. Something's happened. Um, Players like Briseño, they're talking about Briseño, Calderon, Brizuela, they're all having their resurgence, and that's down to the coach. These things are down to the coach. Paunovic has been um, compared with Almeida, who's the best coach in recent times with Chivas. I say recent as in the last basically 10 years, maybe longer. Um, But it is early days, and we need to keep our feet on the ground. The league's going to be different. This is still very much preseason. But given the fact that he's had probably about a month now, if that, with the club and with the team, there's already definite, undeniable signs of improvement in the squad. And that's what you want. You want him to improve the players that we have. You want him to bring the players in that he's wants. And Patrick Guzman is a hell of a player to bring in. I'm so buzzing about that still. And then also on top of that, you want to include promising young players. Patrick Guzman is a brilliant example. Like, he was from the Chivas youth system. He should have been playing for Chivas all this time, but we loaned him out, and I think we ended up selling him as well at the end of the loan. We want to keep hold of these players now and use them, and because I think maybe Amari's thinking, well, we've got these really good players in the youth system. Why not use these instead of me forking out millions of dollars to buy a new player or buy a player back? Just keep it. So Bouquet, Puente, Rangel, all of these players, Lalo Torres as well. We need to keep hold of them, because it makes sense. Have them get into their prime, have them improve themselves as well as improve the club at the same time. Hopefully, Pocho's the last example we see where we let a really, really promising player go, and then only to buy him back again. Like, I'm sick of seeing any of my teams do that, Arsenal and as well as Chivas. Um, so let's keep on to this team. If we sell to Europe, we sell to Europe. That's fine. Whatever. That is what it is. That's going to happen. It needs to happen. I think everyone agrees with that. But while they're playing for Chivas, hell yeah, let's just keep them. Don't sell them to another Liga MX teams. But yeah, they really impressed me. The team was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was actually really a nice, enjoyable watch. I was working throughout the whole time, so I missed bits of it. But what I did see, I really was impressed by, especially the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper was man match. Lalo Torres did have a really good goal, kind of cleaned off the crossbar and bounced around the goal. It was really good goal. Puente impressed me. I haven't seen too much of Puente really, but I really watched him today. I really made an effort to watch him, and he really impressed me. He didn't get a goal, came close a couple of times, but mate, for a 19-year-old kid, this kid has got a big future right now. Um, and yeah, and Bouquet was Bouquet. I think he's gonna be a big part of the season as well. But yeah, like I said, the feel good factor is still going on at Chivas right now. Um, I think it will still go on no matter what the result is against Cruz Azul. Um, but it's all about the season. Like, we can have a really good preseason all day long if we wanted to, but it's all about the season coming up. Um, and the first game of the season, if we can make a statement win out of that first game, then this could be a very, very exciting time to be a Chivas fan. And even if we struggle a little bit, for me, the signs are already there. It's already been proven that Paunovic was the right decision. The new hero, the new chief exec, I think he's the director of football. Them both have been really good, astute signings, and we've already seen the results of that. I think we probably would have got Pochettino regardless, but the improvement in the team is just night and day. I can't wait to see my dog's getting into the video because she's a bit of a diva. I can't wait to see Vega play. You got a bit of a run out. You got about 10 or so minutes. Um, Really loud round of applause when he came on, which is great. I can't wait to see him play for this new coach, and also with Pochettino. I expect both of them to start this game against Cruz Azul. Um, yeah, really good. Enjoying it. Like, enjoy it while it lasts. I think it's not definite. Oh yeah, we're gonna go and get Legia. It's gonna be great. Like, that's not definite, but the sign is already there. Like, nobody can look at Chivas the last 3 or 4 games and go, yeah, nothing's changed, mate. Like, there has been a clear change, and for the better, and it's great. And that alone for me right now is sustaining me. I'm got such a really good, feel good feeling about the club right now. And long may it continue, and hopefully he Panovic gets in particular gets time I think he probably will. But yeah, man, the first stop has to be Ligia, and then who knows if we get Ligia? Who knows? But we have to take it game by game. I'm gonna make a video every single game this season coming up, so yeah, be prepared for a hell of a lot more Chivas content. I'm just crazy about the team right now. Arsenal as well. Arsenal top of the league, obviously, so I'm buzzing about that. So it's weird having both teams doing really well at the moment. Obviously, really well in different ways. But Chivas, man, this is the best I've felt about Chivas for probably 2 years. Um, Portuguese man's an absolute boost as well. I mean, I'm so buzzing for that to see him play and start scoring for us and contributing. I think we're gonna be a lot more fluid going up front now. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think of the game. Let me know if there's any other youth players. The other youth players I don't really know too much about. I haven't seen too many. I haven't really watched the Chivas youth game for a long time. I'm gonna start getting into that because they release it on YouTube for free, so it's actually easy, way easier to watch Chivas youth in all the categories as well. Um, and then it is to watch Arsenal because Arsenal don't put their games out unless it's the odd game on their website. But Chivas just uploads it to YouTube and plays it live on YouTube, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna start watching it because Chivas youth system is good, man. We just need to keep hold of our players and integrate them better into the first team. And Paunovic has got experience with youth players as well. So um, I think he might actually do it. I think this is. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. This is the start of something really special. Um, yeah, so let me know in the comments, guys, and we'll have a chat about it because I'm really, really happy about it right now. Yeah, I could bang on another 20 minutes basically, but my dog's barking now anyway. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you guys at the end of the Cruiser game. Adios.